Hello everyone, welcome back. Today in Scratch you'll learn how to make a times table game. So let's get started. We'll create a new project and now we're going to rename the project as times table game. First we're going to go to costumes and delete the second costume of the cat. And we're going to rename this to Quizmaster, as this will be asking the questions. And we're going to reposition it down here, negative 75, and I'm going to round this down to 100. So we grab a one flag clicked, go to motion, and we go to these coordinates. These will be placed automatically. And now we go to variables and delete this variable and create a new variable called num1 num2 and uncheck these. Go into control and get a repeat loop and change it to however many questions you want. I'm just setting it to 5. Now we go back to variables, grab a set num1 2 and another set num1 2 and change the second one to num2. Go to operators, grab 2 pick randoms and change the 10 to 12. So what this basically does is that when the flag is clicked, the cat will go to its prime coordinates, which we've set here, minus 775 and minus 100, and then repeat 5 times. It will set the first variable to a random number between 1 and 12 and the second number between 1 and 12 also. And now to ask the question, we go to sensing and take an ask a block. Go to operators again and take a couple of 3 join blocks. 1, 2, 3. In this second input value, write add a star. Go to variables, drag num1 in the first input and num2 in the second, and in the last one we write equals to what. And when we run, it asks 7 times 2 is equal to what. We write 14, but it's not checking. So to check, we go to control, drag an if else block. We'll be programming the else in the next video. We go to operators again, drag a multiplications operator and equals to, and we drag it in here. Go to variables and drag num1 in here and num1 here and num2 here, and go to sensing and drag the answer block. This checks if the answer is equal to number 1 multiplied by number 2. If yes, then we'll say we'll indicate our correction with a rocket blasting off, as we don't want the player to lose time. So we choose a sprite and we search for rocket. We'll shrink this down to 75. I think 50 will do. Yeah, 50. And go into costumes. We'll be requiring rocket ship E, non-blasted. This will be the main costume, and we're gonna delete 2 B, C, and D. So E and A, rename them to A and this to E. And we click on when flag clicked, switch costume to rocket ship E. A. This is very important as look, if the costume is rocket ship E before, and when the flag is clicked, they'll see that it's still in blast. Okay, so for that sake, we have to remove it. And also this should be clearly visible when in full screen. Okay, now you can see it's much better. And now here, back in the Quizmaster, we go into events and broadcast launch. Go into rocket ship, and when I receive launch, get the current coordinates, and now the y is -96. Make sure the y stays the same. Make sure the x stays the same. No, I'm gonna round this down, round this to 100, and round this to 90. So when it starts, and then this should be here. But before it goes, it should change its costume to rocket ship E. Go there. It should wait 1 second. And once it arrives, it has to switch back. And the same code, but in reverse. The same code only, but this time the y coordinates are -100. So let's test. 35. Now look, it just that goes up and then just comes down the instant. To make a smoother effect, we're going to use the glide. And here the same. So now 2 times 8, 16. You can see it's gliding. Waiting 1 second and coming down. 4. And watch what happens when we enter 2 answers in a rapid fire. Wait, let me play again. It stays up. Now let's add the background. Let's go into backgrounds. And since this is a timetable game, something related to, and there will be fantasy. Something fantasy would be good. So we could set it as we're in a witch's house and you have to answer the questions the witch asks. we go into sprites and search for witch. Go to costumes and a hat, specifically the hat. Ungroup all, ungroup again, ungroup, position it, move this up a little, and let's hit this. And now copy the hat, group the hat, copy it, delete the witch, go back into the cat costumes, now widen it enough so that it fits the cat, and now ungroup it, take the smaller piece only, and now put now once you've done that, now it looks as if the cat has made you come here and you have to escape. So one test, 8 times 12, 96, 7 times 4, 28, 10 times 10, 100, and 10 times 7, 70, 4 times 9, 36, and that's all. Now there's a problem here. Here it's supposed to be rocket ship E and rocket ship A. And when we try again, 7 times 9, 63, 9 times 5, 45, 11 times 5, 55, 7 times 11, 77, 8 times 10, 80. And now it comes down, and now it's ended. Thank you.